This is the stage, Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the New Mexico State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Western Kentucky head coach before the game. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Hilltoppers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So New Mexico State's offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hilltoppers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Got a man. It's Flowers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a
There's a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Stanley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Webster. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. On the draw, it's Stanley. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Allen. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability and trying to get the ball to them as many ways as you can.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hilltoppers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Allen. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And he's in! Touchdown, Hilltoppers!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Webster. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Gonna run it. It's Stanley. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Wants to bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Hilltoppers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more.
Might have a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. It was at a big chunk. It also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll throw it from the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
On the ground, it's Stanley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Webster. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Topper. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Coming out with it, it's Fry. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Webster. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's King. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Brought down after a nice gain. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll try the left side. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running inside. It's Stanley. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Gamecocks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Now back over to your game inside Aggie Memorial Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hauls it in. At the 40 there, he makes the grab and room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Caught. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important.
Looking for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, WKU.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Prime. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Fires left, and they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it in, it's Ellison. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Webster. Slings it downfield. Got a man in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Ellison. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
The run inside. It's Stanley. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Webster. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Into the end zone for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. The kick is on its way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Trying to move them on the counter. Brings into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grab behind the line. It's Kane. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's a zero. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Hicks. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Pulls and fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stanley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Another incompletion on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Running inside. It's Hicks. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Webster. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Runs through a tackle. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Webster. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. Bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. On target to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row.